Yo, let's go and welcome to the video. While on the beta and leveling up my engineering to get to 440 to make the goggles, I was learning all the patterns from the trainer and mats for everything to level up were just getting more and more expensive. So I looked on the database websites and found a pattern that's going to help get 10 levels with really cheap mats. The pattern I'm talking about is the Global Thermal Sapper Charge, which requires Goblin engineering. So right now I've gone back on TBC. I hadn't picked Goblin or Gnomish, but as part of my Wrath prep, I've done the quest for Goblin engineering, so I'm ready to get this pattern at 425 to level up to 435. The mats only being one Serenite bar and one volatile blasting trigger still might take a stack of each of 20 to get those 10 levels, maybe even more, but comparing the mats that level up with sapper charges instead of anything else, nothing's gonna beat crafting these sapper charges. The only new thing really from being a Gnomish engineer is getting the Gnomish X-ray specs, and I've never been one to create all the tinkers and toys that you can make from different engineering specs. Once you've leveled up past these sapper charges to 435 and you decide you want to change, you pay 150 gold, or if you're already in a Gnomish and you want to level up using cheaper mats and save more than 150 gold, you can always switch Goblin to Gnomish, Gnomish to Goblin, and use whatever you want to use from each specialization. Now that that's out of the way, why am I going engineering? I've been getting asked a lot. One of the main thing is the nitro boosts. It's an enchant for your boots that gives you 24 crit rating with an on use to increase your run speed, which has really been helpful in heroics. After a pull, sit down and drink, pop the rocket boost, catch back up to the group, and reduce the downtime. There's many examples in every raid where this is going to help you out and allow you to always be casting. The other big reason is the hyperspeed accelerators, the glove enchant to increase the haste rating by 340 for 12 seconds on a 1-minute cooldown. So for example, right now I have 319 haste and a couple talent points to increase haste as well, bringing my Starfire cast down to a 2.58-second cast. I would want to pop this in lunar phase. I don't have lunar in this spec. Fuck. Once you get into the lunar phase, I can pop these and bring the cast time of Starfire down to 2.36 seconds. It also has a 1-minute cooldown, so being able to use this 2 or 3 times in a fight, combined with the rocket boots, I think is going to be a little bit extra DPS value than the other professions. While we're talking about professions, I've got tailoring as my second. It's just a personal preference. You can go jewel crafting, enchanting, alchemy. All of those are going to give you raw spell power. Tailoring is going to give me the bigger crits with less static spell power, but more burst, which is the playstyle that I like. And the good thing about the cloak enchant is it can stack with our trinket. You can pop your other trinket, have 3 spell power boost up at the same time. So having 590 from the Sundial, 346 from Mark of the War Prisoner, and 295 from Lightweave Embroidery is 1231 spell power, which should make for some really nice crits, and that's what I'm all about. I think this will have a 45-second cooldown. It could be a minute. Correct me if I'm wrong, but either way, I can't wait to see what kind of crits I can get out of this in a raid scenario. That's going to do it for this one. Thanks for checking it out, and back to the beta.
Like, look at Boomkin DPS, 10k DPS. What a fucking broken AoE class.